X, Darian Boyce with some great driving this year. On his outside, driving the 5G, you're also going to see him a little later on. Of course, he drives Scott Greer, the 5G car. In row number 2, driving the 57, that's Kevin Sexton. On his outside, driving the number 9 car, which I don't see him out there right now, so I wonder if there is a problem. It's supposed to be Lee McRae, but it looks like he's moving onto the track. Yes, he's just coming onto the back stretch in just a few seconds. Driving the number 40 in row 3, that's Henry Peters. And on his outside is the 35 of Adam Magus. In row number 4, it's the number 4 car of Stephen Norden. And on his outside, driving the 4N, that's Nolan Olmstead. So we've got 8 cars now in this class. No, we're still down to 7. So somebody's still not on the track, must have some problems in the pits. They're going to give him one more lap. So lucky for Mr. McRae that they waited for him. He gets his spot in this heat race. So either Stephen Norden is not on the track, and I can't see which one is there, or it's Nolan Olmstead driving either the 4 or the 4N. They're both supposed to be in the back. This class has been just a treat to watch this year. They've had some great racing up front. Scott Greer, Darian Boyce, doing a great job. Of course, you always got Rick Delane and Ward Emery, Danny Staff, the Gio brothers. Ryan Kerlick has done well this year. Dustin Strand, of course, he's also going to be himself in a late model later on to this evening. So this is a class that on a given night, you do not know who's going to win. But Darian Boyce, though, he has found a sweet spot this year here at this track. He's done quite well. It's going to be interesting to see what he does here tonight. And this is going to be a tough heat race for him because he's racing right beside the 5G of Scott Greer. So they're getting one to green. The other car still hasn't made itself onto the track. They were trying to give him a little time just to get ready. So they are getting one to green. He hasn't made his way onto the track just yet. And we are green here at the Speedway. Scott Greer, Darian Boyce in the front. Greer jumps ahead, followed by the 20X, followed by the 9 and the 57. Those are your top 4 as we go around turns 3 and 4. Kevin Sexton trying to push ahead, trying to get to that 3rd spot around McRae. Cars are now starting to spread out a little bit. Your leaders, the 5G of Scott Greer, followed by the 20X, Darian Boyce. McRae got a little way to go if he wants to catch up to those guys, but he's got a pretty comfortable spot right now in 3rd spot. The next guy closest to him is Kevin Sexton. He's got about a 7 or 8 car lead on him. This modified class, loud but fun to watch. Some great racing this year. Adam Magus currently sitting right now in the 5th spot, getting closer and closer to the 57 of Kevin Sexton. They're fighting for 4th. But Sexton finds the gas and he gets a little bit more room on his next competition. McRae catching up to our leaders a little bit. Scott Greer. He's got the lead in this one. Darian Boyce driving the 20X. He's in second. 2 laps to go. Pretty spread out after the first and second lap. Nothing's really happened in this race. One lap to go tonight. And as they come around turn 4, your leader driving the 5G gets the victory here tonight. That is Scott Greer. 20X Darian Boyce in second. The number 9 of Lee McCrae comes in third, followed by the 57 of Kevin Sexton. Adam Magus finishes up fifth, followed by the number 40 car. That's Henry Peters. There you have it, heat number 1 of this modified race. Some fast times in this modified class. And if you're impressed with that, wait till you see these late models. And boy, we have some great names here tonight in the late model class. Some big names from down south have made their way up here, as well as, of course, a couple of our big track champions here. We've got Mike Balkin and Ricky Weiss both here again this evening. But until then, we still have one more heat race here in the modified class. So let's take a look now at heat number 2 as they roll through the back stretch. Total of 8 cars in this one. We'll start off on the pole, driving the 10W. He's the guy on the number 1 spot. That's Ward Emery. Beside him, driving the 7 car, that's Danny Staff. In row number 2, driving the 1R, that is Rick Delane. On his outside, driving the number 25, Eric Gio. In row 3, he's driving the 29K, the white and pink car. That is Ryan Karaluk. On his outside, 48, it's Jerome Gio. In row number 4, he is the 51, Randy Bellick. And finally, driving the 71, it's Dustin Strand. And we are racing. Ward Emery up front right away. Bit of a log jam behind him between the, oh boy, we got a spinner right away. It's the 51, Randy Bellick. And we're going to get a yellow flag if he doesn't get moving, and that's exactly what we've got. We've got a yellow flag. Not good news if you're Ward Emery. He jumped out to a quick lead in this one. Let's take a look at this one again. And the 51 looks like he caught, maybe it could have caught a little piece of that 71 car of Dustin Strand. Hard to tell from that angle. But it does look like the 51 car now is off the track, so looks like he gets credited with the yellow flag in this one. So Strand is at the back by himself. We're probably going to go green here as they go around turns 3 and 4. We've got a green flag. We're racing. Danny Staff now with the opportunity to try to keep up with Ward Emery. And just like before, Emery is out to the early lead. Emery, your leader. Staff in second, followed by Delane, Karaluk. The 29, the 25, and the 71 fighting for the fourth spot. Strand now makes a jump. Catches up to the 25 car. That is Eric Gio. And passes him. He's now in fifth. Ward Emery still way up in front. So is Danny Staff. Rick Delane currently holds third, but Karaluk's getting closer. And new to our broadcast this year, if you're new to the Manitoba Racing Network, you can take a look at the top screen. We have a ticker going on, keeping you up to date with the fastest laps and of course, who's in first, second, third, and fourth. The race for the third spot heating up between Karaluk and the 1R of Rick Delane. Ward Emery, 3 laps to go. He's your leader. Strand now in fifth. Still trying to work his way around and get closer to the 29 of Ryan Karaluk. And that may have been his opportunity. He gets a little ground on him there, but Karaluk now hits the throttle as he goes around the back stretch. Your leader getting 2 laps to go. This is all Ward Emery in this one. Rick Delane still in third. Karaluk trying to creep up on him. We've got 1 lap to go for your leader. Delane, Karaluk, the 71 of Strand, they're all in third, fourth, fourth, fifth, and sixth spot. Third, fourth, and fifth spot. And he's getting the checkered flag as he goes around turn 4 right now. Your winner, driving the 10W, that's Ward Emery. Danny Staff in second. The battle for third is going to go to Rick Delane, and the 29K gets fourth spot. That's Ryan Karaluk. Driving the 71, that is Dustin Strand. He finishes up in fifth. So 16 cars we'll hopefully see in the feature of this modified race tonight. And a pretty big car count coming up for those late models. They're up next here at the Speedway. So the media cars are coming on, and we're going to pass this off to our track announcers, Darren Palin, Pat Mooney, and Tabitha Wasilek, who are here tonight. They are calling this media race.